Look, is this going to take much longer, Doctor? I've got playing catch at 3. I'm competing in the biannual International Amateur Salsa Ballroom Dancing Championships in Paris.
You're getting on a plane, Mrs. Wormwood.
Of course I am, Doctor. I always compete. But this time, I've got a secret weapon. Rodolfo. He's part Italian, you know. Very supple. Has incredible upper body strength.
I think we should talk, Mrs. Wormwood.
So, what is it? What's wrong with me?
Mrs. Wormwood, do you have no idea?
Gas?
Mrs. Wormwood, I want you to think very carefully. What do you think might be the cause of this?
Look, am I fat?
You're pregnant.
What?
You're going to have a baby.
But I've already got a baby. I don't want another one. Isn't there something you can do?
You're 9 months pregnant.
Oh my good Lord. What about the biannual International Amateur Salsa Ballroom Dancing Championships in Paris? How am I meant to do this? Spanish splits with this thing out of my belly.
Follow me, Mrs. Wormwood.
Push, Mrs. Wormwood, push. I'll push you in, all right. I'm still wearing my new stilettos. Jeez, give the girl a break. And one last push, Mrs. Wormwood.
And there you have it, Mrs. Wormwood's life. Every new life is a miracle. A miracle. Where is he? Where's my son? Oh my good Lord, what is that? Excuse me, Mr. Wormwood? I said, what is that? Here, get on my face. Look what you've done, you stupid woman. This boy is not proper, boy. Mr. Wormwood, this child is a girl, a beautiful, dainty, precious little girl.
I wonder if there's still time for the biannual International Amateur Salsa Ballroom Dancing Championships in Paris.
Dance competitions are over. You missed it. Look, I don't suppose we could sing for a boy. Go on, spoil them, missus. What do you think?
This is the worst day of my life. Oh, it stinks. Well, there you have it. Matilda was born. Everyone is born, but not everyone's born the same. Some will grow food butchers, or bakers, or even candlestick makers. Some will only be really good at making jello salad. But one way or another, every human being is unique for better or for worse. Most parents believe their children are the most beautiful creatures ever to grace the planet, whilst others take a less emotional approach. Harry and Zena Worm lived in a very nice neighbourhood, in a very nice house, but they were not very nice people. The Worm were just so wrapped up in their own silly lives that they barely noticed they had a daughter. Had they paid attention to her at all, they would realise realised she was a rather extraordinary child. They called their daughter Matilda!
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Of course they're good runners. They are fantastic runners. Yes, sir, indeed, sir. Yes. So, how much exactly are we talking? Hundreds? Thousands? Millions?
Harry, look at this! She's reading a book! That's not normal for a 5-year-old, Harry. I think she might have been in it, Harry. Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with our book, boy.
But I'm a girl. And she keeps on trying to tell me stories, Harry. Stories? Who wants stories? I mean, it's just not normal for a girl to be thinking, I can't deal with this, Harry.
I'm awfully sorry. I'm going to have to call you back. Would you be quiet? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life and listen to you whining. This is all your fault. You expect us into trouble and you expect me to get us out.
What's about me then? I've got a little house to look after. Dinners don't mind by themselves, you know. Well, I'm off to bleach me roots. Now I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening, you horrid little man.
Why? I'm going to make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Oh, very rich. Those Russian businessmen I was just speaking to are very stupid. And your genius husband is going to sell them 155 knackered old cars as brand new luxury cars.
That's not fair. You're a liar, Dad. The cars will break down.
I don't care about fair. Fair doesn't get you anywhere in life, you thick-head twit brain.
I'll believe it when I see it. You've made me very upset, Mr. Warwick, and I would prefer not to look at your ugly little face for the rest of the evening. Don't even think about it.
This is all your fault. You for stupid books and stupid reading.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right? I'll tell you what's right. You're off to school in a few days and I know your headmistress is out of the transport and I've told her all about you and your smarty pants ideas. She's a great, big, scary woman. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Imagine what she could do to a squeaky little goblin child like you, boy.
Dad, I'm a girl.
I get to bed, you're a bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet, just written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of the hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you'd have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
of a bolt, there's a tiny ripple. The cedar fell fall in the creak of a floorboard. The storm can begin with a flap of the wind. The tiniest mite hurts the mightiest sting every day. Starts with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Start with the click of a lock. You're stuck in your story and want to get out. You don't have to cry, you don't have to shout, 'cause if you're all you can do a lot, you mustn't let a little please will stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Now, in business, a man's greatest asset is his hair. Good hair means good brain. Now, the secret to my success in business is all the violence hair tonic for men. A man can simply not fail when he looks like this. Well, what do you think? Your hair, it's green. What? My hair's green? Yes, it's a pattern or something. I just told you your hair, it's green. Why on earth would you want green hair? I don't want green hair. I don't even know how this happened.
Maybe you used some Mummy's peroxide hair dye by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid little man.
Oh, my beautiful, lovely hair. Oh no, I've got my little thrushes today. What am I going to do?
I know what you can do.
What? What can I do?
You can pretend you're an elf.
Yes, that's it. I can pretend I'm a... You fool! The boys are learning. Get out of my way.
Mum, would you like to hear a story?
Honestly, what have you done to deserve a child like you? The sooner you're locked up in that school, the better. Matilda, what do you think of the lab again? You only just left. Won't your mother and father miss you?
Oh, yes. I mean, my mum wanted me to stay at home with her. She just hates it when I go out. She misses me so much. Dad, too. He loves having me around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to in space. Don't you?
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And you'll tell them lots of stories like you did with me. I love your stories, Matilda. Oh, goodbye, Miss Honey. Goodbye, Miss Phelps. See you next week. Good luck with Tolstoy. As I was saying,
Mrs.
Matilda.
Phelps? Who's that?
That lady. That was Miss Honey. She's going to be a new teacher.
That lady? That lady's going to be my...
Yes, your teacher. Now, go on. Are you going to finish that story you were telling me about?
Which one, Mrs. Phelps? I have so many.
The one in your dreams, Matilda.
Ooh, that one. Wow. Once upon time lived the most greatest set of performers in the world. There was an escapologist who had escaped from any look that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seems that she could actually fly. They fell in love and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together. People would travel hundreds of miles to see them. Kings, queens, celebrities, and even astronauts. They loved each other very much. We have everything that the world has to offer, except a family of her own. His loving wife replied, "Patience, my love, patience." "Well, I want Mrs. Phelps."
Yes, please, Matilda.
At night, they listened to the silence of their big, empty house. They imagined how beautiful it would be, filled with the sound of children playing. They promised themselves, if they were ever to have a little girl, they would call her something beautiful, something sweet. She would be meek and mild like her mother, but strong and brave like her father. Oh my goodness, look at the time! I best be off to school. I don't want to be late on my first day. Goodbye, Miss Phelps.
Goodbye, Matilda, and be careful.
I will, Mrs. Phelps. Thanks again, Mrs. Phelps.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey.
Good morning, Miss Honey.
Today is a very special day. Your first day of school. Now, do any of you know your 2 times tables? Wonderful, Matilda. Please do as much as you can, and don't worry if you can only do a few.
8 times 2 is 16. 9 times 2 is 18. 10 times 2 is 20. 11 times 2 is 22. 12 times 2 is 24. Will I go on?
Well, my word.
13 times 2 is 26. 14 times 2 is 28. 15 times 2 is 30. 16 times 2 is 32.
Stop! Good heavens, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
My. Now this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. 2 times 487, if you took your time.
974.
No way!
Okay, children, quiet down. Let's leave maths and look at reading. Now, can anyone read this for me? Matilda, again?
I can read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Yes, well, I need to learn to read words though I can read sentences. Because basically, a sentence is just a big bunch of words. As you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book to yourself, Matilda?
Oh yes, more than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? My. So what books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat in the Hat.
Shh, class, you don't want to disturb Miss Trunchbull. She will be enjoying her slice of chocolate cake, and you know how angry she gets when she's interrupted.
Yes, Miss Honey.
Off you go, children.
that? He says she's a real what?
Oh no, headmistress. I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum est megitum.
Bambinatum est megitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have it for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't, Miss Trunchbull. Matilda is a genius.
Nonsense. Haven't I just told you that she's a gangster? A weasel. So she's learned a few tricks.
Oh, but she can read.
So can I.
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in the top form with all the older children.
What? But she's a squib, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot simply place in the top form with the senior children. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules?
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules in my school. Look at this trophy, see how my trophies gleam. In the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. You think in that moment when my big moment came, that I straightened the rules with casual disdain? Well, like hell. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children, 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to team success, you don't need sympathy or tenderness. The fourth little squeeze to toe the line. Sing, Jenny, 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. Apply just one simple rule to hammer through life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the batted line and toe it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out. Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those springs inside your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt all squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Right. Well, I better hang around just in case it starts to squeeze out of your ears. You're going to need some. I'm Hortensia, by the way.
I think it's probably best to become best friends.
Ah! Ah! Hide me, please! Someone put a whole can of syrup onto the Trunchbull's chair, and when she got her knickers changed out to the sea. Someone told her I did it, but I never, and now she's after me.
That's not fair! That's not fair at all!
You're done, kid. You're
Finished!
once I got her Trunchbull finds out you're
Squished!
Yesterday she went to the shop when God started to the side.
She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him out the
Window! Don't listen to them. That didn't happen. They're just trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, they say she's gonna put me in the chokey.
What? What's the chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in her office where she throws children into. They say she's lined with nails and spikes and puts her own glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of pipes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the walls and instant when the hair gives me and the door is closed. You cannot see spot or the end of the roof. Out of the street in your head, it's your mouth.
Alright, when did this happen? 20 minutes ago, why? Oh no, she's coming! Better hide! Quick, get the jackets!
You! Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats. He's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh yes, you see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from the rare but chronic sleep disorder, narcolepsy. The condition is characterised by the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and falling suddenly asleep, often without knowing or any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep, so we put him under the coats for safekeeping, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yes.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mum? Oh, hello. Well, this isn't my room at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
a a member of the mafia. This morning, you sneaked like a slimy little serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from the tea tray. Didn't you?
No, I did not!
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning. Stand up, you spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started, and therefore she is guilty.
Okay, look. Alright, I stole the cake, and I was honestly, really, definitely, sort of almost thinking about owning up. Maybe. But the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly, you see. And the Trunchbull's cake was so good, I scuffed it down too quick. And now it's beginning to fight back.
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
Oh, yes, you are, because you're a fiend, a crook. You are a thief. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, child. You shall be destroyed.
It was the biggest burp I'd ever done. It was the loudest burp I'd ever heard of. It was like the entire world was silent for that burp to exist. And now, a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth, past Alice, past Lavender, past Matilda, and then my great big beautiful chocolatey burp that which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted full pelt into the face of the Trunchbull. Smack!
Bruce? Bog Trotter.
Yes, miss?
So you liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, no. As long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bog Trotter, it is.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvellous. That makes me so happy. It gives me warm glow in my lower intestines. Oh, look. We're coming, Miss Trunchbull. So sorry we're late, Miss Trunchbull. Here we are, Bog Trotter. We made it nice and sloppy. What's the matter, Bog Trotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Oh, no, you are not full. I'll tell you when you're full. And I say the criminals like you are not full until they've eaten the entire cake. But! No but! You've got time for but. Eat! But he can't eat it all. Headmistress, he'll be sick. He should have thought of that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake. Now eat!
He can't. He surely can't.
Eat!
A slice, or even two, Bruce, might be nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's lots and lots of difference in size. He can't, he can, surely can't, you are the man, Bruce. He might explode, he's quite elastic. He's going to blow, make him stop, he's fantastic. Look at him go. I know what I think in effect. This must confirm, Bruce, what you suspected. You have a one, Bruce, or maybe your largeness is a bit like a TARDIS. Considerably roomier inside. He can't, he can, surely can't, you are the man, Bruce. Bruce, the time has come to put that troubling tongue to use. You produce, Bruce, fantastically enthusiastic gastric juice. Oh, heat it up, lick it up, suck it up, whatever you do, but chop it up and knock it up. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Becoming ourselves all the glory. Come on, Bruce, do it. You'll never think of something to abuse. But you're an excuse. You're all the truth, Bruce. It's all my right to lose, completely lose the news. You never thought it was possible. But here it is coming true. We can have our big and eat it. Oh!
than me. Well done, Bob Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bob Trotter.
What? Where?
Did I not mention that was only the first part of your punishment? There's more, and you know what the second part is, Bob Trotter? It's the trophy for you.
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please. You can. Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? A fool? You?
But he's eaten it all. He did what you asked. I did a lot. Please, no, not there. Don't take me a chuggy. Please, no.
Come along, Bob Trotter. Off to the trophy we go. La 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 la.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Someone has to stand up to Miss Trunchbull, and that person is me. I just have to think how. I know. Let's go.
I'll be smart
As you know, Matilda is in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
But then stop reading. Lord knows you tried. Look, I'm not in favour of girls getting all clever pants, Miss Hussey. A girl should be thinking about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Now look at me, then look at you. You chose books. I chose looks.
But you can calculate complicated figures in your head in an instant.
Well, that's not very fair, is it?
On who, Mrs. Wormwood?
Duh, the guys who invented calculators.
Oh, Mrs. Wormwood, I don't think you understand. Her mind is incredible. With a little help from us, she could go to university before she...
Mind? Her mind? You really don't know anything, do you? May I please remind you, darling, it's looks, not books.
I see we aren't going to agree. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Wormwood.
Whatever.
Everyone gather around family meeting. Not you, boy. I want my lovely wife to share my triumph. Again, not you, boy.
Dad, I'm a girl.
Yeah, whatever. Right. So, listen to this. Somehow, I had to sell 155 knackered old cars with hundreds of thousands of miles on them by 12 o'clock last night. Somehow, I had to make all those clocked up miles miraculously disappear. Suddenly, I had the most genius idea. I ran into the workshop, I grabbed the drill, and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer of the car and whacked it into reverse. Within seconds, I had reduced the mileage on the old rust buckets to practically nothing. I did it to every single car. 10 minutes later, the mafia shows up. Great, big, nasty fire types, expensive suits, dark glasses. I don't know who they thought they were and why on earth they were wearing sunglasses at 12 o'clock at night. I have no idea.
They're nocturnal, darling. The mafia are known to be nocturnal. I saw it on the programme last night.
Mum, that was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
And same thing. Did it work, Mr. Wormwood?
Oh, yes.
But you cheated them, Dad. They trusted you, and you cheated them. Honestly, what have you done to deserve a child like you?
You sneaky little goblin. Do you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that library of yours and tell the old book bagness what's her name to never let you in there again.
What? No, please don't.
And if she don't, I will have her fired, and you'll never read in a stinking book as long as I live.
You have no idea what you're doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. This is not teaching. To teach the child, you must first break the child. Quiet, maggots.
No one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say quiet, maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where's my drink of water? Ooh, me. I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull. Oh, hurry up, you little sneeze bucket. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Look, the newt. Can you see it? I've got the newt. I'm going to put it in the Trunchbull's jug of water.
your snot. Newt! There's a newt inside my... you.
What? Me? No, not me. I didn't do anything.
You did this, you vile, repulsive, malicious sinner.
Stop, Miss Trunchbull, please stop. That hurts.
Stop, Miss Trunchbull, stop. We're just getting started.
Don't, Miss Trunchbull, please don't. You'll pull her ear off.
I have discovered, Miss Honey, that through many years of experimentation, the ears of small girls not come off. They stretch. In fact, I think I can feel them stretching even now.
Leave me alone, you big fat bully!
How dare you! You're not fit to be at this school. You ought to be in prison. In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out, strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. You know what the problem is with children these days? The parents seem to like them. They think you're all funny, cute, delightful little miracles. You are not miracles. You're vile, repellent, sticky-fingered little snot goblins, and it's my job to crush you. You're just like your father, a crook. Last night, I was driving home in that monstrosity you saw me, and the engine fell out. Are you listening, you vomit-scented, pukey snot saying? Miss Honey allowed her weakness and filth to permeate through this school, and you, madam, are its beating heart. There is nothing I shall not do, no punishment I shall not inflict, no ear I shall not stretch, no finger I shall not snap to defeat you. Yes, I shall defeat you in exaltation. Are you listening, Wormwood? I said, are you listening? Stop!
Have you ever wondered, well I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red is the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red, how if we are travelling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, then light would still travel away from us at the full speed of light. Seems right in a way, but I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind are bitten, these stories delivered to me fully written. When everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud. I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum and the telly and the stories would stop for just once. I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. The noise becomes anger and the anger is light. This burning inside me would usually fade, but it's today and the heat and the shouting. My heart is pounding, my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet, like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they all I am warm. Like I've sailed into the eye of the storm. You can do it. Tip over. Go on. Tip, tip, tip over.
Shh, you miserable collection of nitwits! You tire me out just looking at your ugly faces. What? What is it? There's something on me! Is it a snake? What is it? Get it off me! Get it off me! Where is it? Where's it gone? It's Eddie! No! I put it into my fingers! I put it into my underdrawers! Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can.
Do you believe me, Miss Honey, that I moved it with my eyes? Am I strange?
I think... How about a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is, Miss Honey, this thing with my eyes?
Well, I'm not going to pretend I know what it is, Matilda. I don't think it's something you should be frightened of. I think it's something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for my brains, so you have to squish up to my eyes?
Not exactly. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. How about your father? Is he so proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yes, he's very proud. He's very, very, very proud. He's always saying, Matilda, I'm so proud of a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. That's not what he says. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor, Miss Honey?
Yes, I am. Very poor.
Don't they pay teachers very well?
No, they don't actually. But I'm even poorer than the most because of other reasons, you see. I used to live with my nasty aunt. I wanted to escape, but then one day I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I completely fell in love with it, so I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
Why not? I'm not strong like you are, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind, and he loved me very much. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean, cruel, and horrible. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She wrote everything down, every tea bag, every electricity bill, and every tin of beans. She even made me sign a contract ensuring I'd pay her back every single penny. And out of nowhere, she produced a document saying that my father had given her his entire house. My house, Matilda, the house I grew happened.
What? You think your aunt did it, don't you? You think your aunt?
I cannot say, but after all those years of being bullied by that woman, she made me pathetic. I was trapped.
And that's why I live here.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps me keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. On this table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for tea. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough. On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. And by this lamp I can read. And I'm set free. And when it's cold outside I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. And there's nowhere I would rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. And when it's cold and bleak, I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. Even when outside it's freezing, I don't pay much heed. I know that everything I need is in here. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Yes, yes it is. My mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was
An acrobat.
Yes, my father was
An escapologist.
Matilda, how do you know this?
So they're your parents.
What? Who?
The people in my dreams, Miss Honey. The people in my story.
What story?
I've been telling a story to Miss Phelps in the library. I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life, Miss Honey.
You've seen my life?
She did it in Miss Honey. Quick, let's go to the police.
No, we can't. We've no evidence.
But we can just tell them. Tell them your aunt did it.
It won't work. It'd be my word against hers.
But why? She was cruel to you. She beat you. She bullied you. She locked you up into tiny cups and threw you into cellars.
Stop, Matilda, stop.
Your aunt's a murderer. She killed Magnus. Who is she?
A contract is a
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Good morning, honey. After a little chat this morning, I thought it would be best if I take your class for the remainder of the day. Shh! I've heard it before, honey. I'm not afraid to speak again. Now, in this world, Muggets, there are two types of human beings. There are winners and there are losers. And I am a winner. Today, this class is going to be a very specific, special spelling test. And any child who gets one single letter wrong shall go to choking. You, yes you, spell, oh now let me see, spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honeycomb. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense. Miss Honey is far too soft and peachy to give anything. Any more you can see that. You, turn around and spell one thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating!
Of course he's not cheating, he's simply spelling a word.
These little specks of dust can't be this clever. They're worms.
I taught them. That's all. Kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words to my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. Spell Amicacella, Camomile, Spectacenis, to Moses.
What? That's not a word. You just made it up.
Spell it or go to the chokey, and I shall warn you, it is silent letters. Oh dear Jimmy, I'm sorry I told us it's silent then. You're going to the chokey.
Cat! See that cat? I was one put me into the crevice.
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. And me. Table. X-O-V-O-I. And me.
What are you doing? What's going on? Stop this, sit down.
You can put us all
acrobat and the escapologist's daughter, better known to us as Miss Honey, received a letter from a solicitor.
It said that her parents' will had mysteriously turned up.
She was now the owner of a beautiful old house.
Until that moment, the house had been owned by our evil aunt, one Agatha Church.
She moved in immediately and she was very happy. Happier than she'd ever been in her entire life.
As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again and the jockeys were really destroyed and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. And it was often said it was the best school in all the land.
And do you know something else? Matilda never again had to move things with her mind.
I thought it was because her thoughts were being challenged.
But she says because she no longer had a need for powers.
Sometimes I would look at her. The little girl that had done so much to help others.
But sadly was stuck with parents who were mean, cruel and called her name. And I would feel my blood boil. I would just wish that I could do something. So this is the end. And I wish so much I could tell you that the story had a happy ending.
I wish I could tell you Matilda got the love she deserved.
But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Stand there gawping. We're going to Spain.
Spain? Why? I loved here. Because this idiot, this nit, this twin brain of a husband
Seemed to think it was okay to sell 155 banged out cars to the mafia. I didn't know they were in the flaming mafia, did I? Come on, boy, we're leaving and we're never coming back.
Wait, let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I'd love to take Matilda if you would like. That is, I look after her with love, care, I pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
Hold on a minute. You mean you want us, leave our daughter, here, with you, with Miss Chutney?
Dad, you called me your daughter.
Of course. Yes, I did. Well, do you want to stay here with Miss Honey Matilda?
Yes, I do.
Well, we're a bit short of room, so take her. Would you hurry up? I've got a time to top off, and you need a haircut.
Well, Matilda, is this how your story ends?
No, Miss Honey.
Well, let me finish it. Finally, the little girl found the love she was looking for and a place that she could call home. And the acrobat escapologist's daughter was blessed with a loving child of her own. Finally, they found each other.
Yes, they found each other.
And they both lived happily ever after. The end!